Turn the volume on. It's the wrong way. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to upstate New York, Watkins Glen International Raceway. Today, we're going right and left here at this iconic and fast road course. Let's waste no further time as RMS gets ready for some road course racing action. Let's get through the starting lineup. On pole is Jonah Burridge, and to his outside, Jackson Maine starts second. In row 3 is Tyler Sustry and Grace X subbing in for Big Mac. In row 3 is Mark Guerrero and Brock Moore. Row 4 is Michael Parsons and Peter Lane. Row 5 is Asher Evelyn and Samuel Levester. Great qualifying for him. He starts 10th. Row 6 is Purab Shrivastava and Anton Alvarez. Row 7 is Ronnie Martin and Ryan Scarrett. Row 8 is Taisei Kudo and Tegan Fox. Row 9 is Jonathan Marks and Ricky Percat. In row 10 is Riley Smith and Alex Davidson. Row 11 is Mark McDowell and Tony Santori Jr. I almost forgot his name. We're in row 12, I believe. It is Manuel Sanchez and points leader Kurt Perkins. In row 13 is Caleb Lane and Aline McThydig starting to his outside, Leroy Conwell, and last race winner, Fleet Cruz, won at IRP. Row 15, something like that. Skippy Larson and Neil Dick, they start side by side. Mark Evans and Montana Sherman in, believe that is row 16, actually. Yeah, it's row 16. Row 17 is Geoff Jordan and Sierra Reno. Row 18 is Nelson Reeves and Patrick Kamitz. Row 19 is Dan Sedgwick and Willie Costa. Row 20 is Colt Scott and Ezekiel Garcia Ball. And starting at the back of the field is David Stevenson and Owen Short. That rounds out your field. 42 cars ready to go road course racing. Let's get to it. And you can see the engines are firing right here. We're ready to go. Here at Watkins Glen, pace cars rolling. Everybody's now rolling as they take the right-hander as a second to last corner on this road course. And then they'll take the left. Actually, I believe that's a left-hander. They'll take the right-hander here. And we're ready to go green. New York racing here at Watkins Glen. We are underway as they all barrel down towards turn number 1. And it's side by side between the top two, but Maine gets the jump and he clears into turn 1. And Gray Sachs trying to do the same, trying to pass his teammate here. He will be able to do that, entering the S's. And they go up that hill, starting to get single filed out a little bit. Oh, almost contact there. Parsons almost went around. And it hits the wall. And he drops back. He falls back a ton here, so he just clipped the wall right there. As they head down the backstretch at almost about 200 miles an hour right here. I saw some dirt in the background. Maybe an accident happened. No, it looks like we're fine. Someone must have clipped the dirt or something. But Jackson Maine leading the way as Parsons falling back now. Side by side there with Tegan Fox with that side damage. Aerodynamics do matter here. This is a road course where you rarely... There are some braking zones here, but you're mostly flat out, fast-paced racing here. And Parsons battling Fox here as they complete lap number 1. Jackson Maine will lead that lap. Battle here behind. Mark Guerrero versus Samuel Levester. Shrivastava thought about battling Evelyn there, and it didn't quite work as Maine is starting to pull away here. Jackson Maine really impressed us at Road America, really. He's not a road course guy, he's a short track guy, and, well, short tracks are kind of similar to road courses, except it's an oval, and you brake hard for that. But he shocked the world by finishing second right behind Kurt Perkins. And he's shocking us again as he leads this race. Oh, and there's some dust behind. We might have had some trouble here. Let's see what happened. So you see down here coming into turn 1. Leroy Conwell trying to make a pass on Neil Dick. Dive bomb here, pretty much. And makes contact with Caleb Lane right there. Dick gets into the back of him. Sends him around in front of a lot of cars here. Sherman gets some damage in that, and everybody trying to figure out a way to get through. Reno, oh, collision right there with Dick right there. But no caution called. Nobody stopped on the racetrack. At road courses, they don't call cautions for any sort of spins and incidences. Those are usually clean. So Cam eats with some rear end damage, I think. No, I'm just delusional. It's right along with Conwell through this incident. The incident that he pretty much started. Yeah, just big dive bomb right there, and that didn't really work. Spins around. But they all get it back going easily, and they don't cause any more trouble. So no flags, no full course yellows, nothing. And we will go back to the front of this race. And there's a little bit of a battle here between first and second teammates here. Sachs trying to hold off Jonah Burridge. Burridge likes these road courses. Sachs, not so much. But he's doing a good job holding off his teammate right now as he's trying to keep second to himself. Sustry trying to block Peter Lane there. Kyler Sustry been very competitive this season. Still hasn't won yet. He's gotten a lot of top 5s. He's gotten very close. Could this be the day? He's going to need some problems to happen if he wants that. And Evelyn, oh, tried to attempt to pass on Alvarez right there. Made some contact there. But no harm, no foul in that. As they all go up the S's again. Getting a bit single foul here. Getting a bit spread out as everybody sort of calms down. Parsons has fallen back to 15th after making contact with the wall in the S's. Riley Smith looking to gain points on his rival in the championship right there. Kurt Perkins as Ronnie Martin attempts a pass right there on Parsons. Doesn't quite work. The carousel is really a place where these guys really like to attempt passes, as you see Burridge try to attempt a pass there once again, but it doesn't work. As Maine will come around to lead another lap. Peter Lane kind of blocking McDowell there as they go onto the front stretch. Jackson Maine still leads the way. And you can see Neil Dick decided to repair that damage. Hometown kid not having a good race. That is Neil Dick. He's from New York. And probably a little bit disappointed that today hasn't gone as well as he thought it would, as he's now a lap down. Trying to hang with the leaders here as they head down the backstretch once again. You can see them snaking right there. That's what these drivers do, going down the backstretch, trying to break the draft a little bit. Might have a battle here for a fourth developing. Brock Moore versus Kyler Sustry here. Sustry all over the bumper of the 4 right there, as Burridge once again tried to make a pass on his own teammate. It doesn't work. Sustry thought about making a pass there on Moore, decides better of it, stays right behind him. And there you can see Burridge trying to make the pass on Sachs. Parsons heads to the pits. The damage was too much, and once again, Sachs on top. And there's Conwell coming out of the pits as well. So we're 5 laps in, and so far had a little bit of action, had a little bit of crashing and carnage. Not a lot. But so far so good. No big accidents so far. Percat having another solid run here. He currently sits 16th, but Marks is trying to change that. He's looking down to the inside of the Australian here. into the carousel. Will he be able to make the pass? No. Burkett prevails using that outside lane on the carousel. And Sachs has really closed up to Main here. He might try to attack him for the lead here soon. Loses a little bit of time through the second to final corner right there. Loses a lot of time. Burridge is there. He might try to attempt to pass on his own teammate. And it looks like it might actually fail as here comes Moore. Trying to make a pass for third here. On the inside, not enough of a run. He stays right behind Burridge. And Main has led them all so far. Looks like Burridge was trying to make a pass on his teammate once again. It did not work as they head up the S's once again. And now they will go down the back straightaway. Conwell, lap car might get in the way here as he's trying to break the draft once again. Sachs, huge run down the back stretch here. Closes up once again on Main. Seems like Sachs has got that straight line speed, but not enough corner speed to pass him, it seems like. See the differences in setups here today. And Jackson Main will come around to lead another lap here today. As Sachs once again tries to set up another run here. Another possible run at passing the 79 here. But still not close enough to make any sort of move. But he is there. He is there looking for the lead. As they head up the S's once again. And it seems like, oh, there's tire tracks there. Something must have happened. Oh, and yes it is. Manuel Sanchez, heavy damage to his car. And it looks like that might be the end of the day for Sanchez, unfortunately. What happened to him? So here's what happened here. Caleb Lane makes contact with Sanchez just coming out of the S's right here. And bang, hard contact into the wall there for Sanchez. Right in front of everybody. I'm surprised they didn't call a caution for that. That's a very dangerous place for a car to be sideways there. And yeah, you can see the full extent of it. Sanchez destroyed a race car. Unfortunate for someone who's in that race trying to get that car into the top 30 in owners' points. And that will probably be the end of the day. Caleb Lane didn't get away scot-free at all. Heavy left side damage to his car. As we'll go back live here, Sanchez will probably retire. Heading down the back straightaway now. Main sniffing the draft of the lap car of Conwell here. Still trying to break up the draft between him and Sachs. But Sachs is right there. He's really closed up and he goes a little bit wide. And that's not what he needed right there. Now he has to battle Burridge here. He holds him off. And now looking to the inside, trying to attempt a crossover assist try, trying to attempt to pass on Moore here into the second to last corner. Looks like that might actually work. Still side by side here as they go down the front straightaway. Assist try with the advantage on the outside lane on the front stretch. And he will not be clear. He's still side by side with the 4. And now he'll get clear out of turn 1. So Kyler assist try move him up to 4th place. And meanwhile, Sachs still trying to figure out a way to get by Main here. That 79 has been annoying as ever, if you will. For the driver of the 11, Peter Lane looks like he's trying to attempt to pass him more as well. So is Guerrero. Everybody's trying to get around the 4 here right now. But I don't think it's going to work. Moore has the advantage. Oh, but slips up a little bit. But he hangs on. Peter Lane stays right behind the Audi. As Main pulls a little bit away from Sachs here. As he continues to lead. Lap car right in front of him. How is he going to deal with Conwell? Or is he going to even get to Conwell here? As Main leads another lap. as they go down the hill into turn 1. Sachs still trying to close in as they go up the S's. Looks like Maine is starting to pull away once again. And now exiting the S's down the backstretch. Snaking once again, trying to break the draft a little bit. Looks like Sachs closes up once again. He's really good down the backstretch. As Sustry goes wide right here, Moore's trying to get his 4th place back here. It's not going to work. Maybe try to pull the crossover here into second to final corner here. Tries the outside. Sachs is really closed up on Maine here, but he can't figure out a way to get by the 79 right now. He peeks down to the inside right there, but there's no room, there's no run. He'll stay right behind the 79 once again. This has got to be frustrating for Sachs, but he's got to be patient. He's got to wait for the perfect time to pass the 79 right now. And he's not quite getting that yet. As he heads up the S's once again. Maine has a little bit of a gap. Just scrolling through the field here, see if any interesting battles. Ooh, Marks went a little bit wide right there. Yeah, it's mostly single file right now. He's really calmed down in this race as Lane looks like he's pitting. Might have pit stop soon. And Sachs goes a little bit wide once again in the carousel. But as I was saying, Caleb Lane pitting, maybe to fix that damage, probably. But also pit stops, you gotta think about those may be coming soon in a matter of time. And Maine has really started pulling away once again from the 11 as they head down the front straightaway once again. And there's the damaged car of Caleb Lane coming out of the pits. Sachs has started to pull away from Burridge a little bit, his teammate, as they head up the S's. And maybe you gotta think that Maine is using the help of Conwell, draft a little bit with him, to stay out front. As Maine goes down the backstretch once again, Sachs trying to close in. Snakes a little bit. Can't get there. Sachs is going to need a big mistake from the 79 as once again, Moore is under fire here. Peter Lane tried to attempt to pass on him. Still looks like he's down to the inside right there, or excuse me, outside. But Moore holds on. Again. He's doing a good job defending right now after getting passed by Sustry. And Sachs closes in once again. Here's a perfect passing opportunity here, the front stretch. Going into turn 1. Will he attempt a pass here? I don't think he's quite close enough. No, he isn't. Once again, it's like a chess game here. You gotta play your cards right. That's not a chess terminology at all. But you gotta play your cards right and make the pass when it's the right time to. As Maine continues to show the way here. And down into the carousel once again. Sachs closes in. He goes wide once again, allowing Burridge to get a little bit of a sneak down to the inside, but nothing comes from that. And Sachs still behind the 79 here. Looks like Sustry was going to try to attempt to pass on Burridge right there. Did not attempt it. Still no signs of cars pitting yet. But once again, I think we'll probably see that soon as they head down the hill after the front stretch once again. And into turn 1. As they head uphill once again. Don't really see a lot of side-by-side here through the S's. That's not usually a good idea. As they head down the backstretch, looks like Burridge might be attempting a pass on his teammate. There he goes to the inside. Jonah Burridge trying to get second place here. Sachs trying to use the outside lane to his advantage. He goes a little bit wide once again, allowing Burridge to stay there, stay close to him. And maybe trying to attempt a crossover move here. The carousel did not quite work. He's all over the back bumper of his teammate. There he goes. To the inside. Tries once again to get around the 11. And having a great job at doing that. On the front stretch, still side by side. This is the best action we've had all day. As it looks like Moore's trying to make a pass on Sustry once again. Reclaim that fourth place he once had. And Burridge gets around. Sachs right there. Oh, Moore did not have a good entry into turn 1 at all. He loses a ton of ground. And Guerrero got into the grass a little bit right there. Whoa, watch out. Could have caused an accident right there, but they hang on to it. And everything is just fine. As they head down the back stretch into the carousel, Burridge now going to be the one attacking Maine here as he looks for a way to get around the 79. Peter Lane goes a little bit wide, but as you can see, Moore is not even that close to attempt a pass. But Lane got a little bit of a run on Sustry right there. Sachs trying to get a second place back. Looks to the inside. There's no room. Sustry defending from Lane here. They're side by side. And Peter Lane might slot himself up into fourth place after making the pass on Sustry. And yes, he will. Just like that. Good pass there by Peter Lane. As everybody's very close right now. Burridge probably in the best position to make the pass for the lead right now. He's very close. He's got a good race car right now. Could we have our first battle for the lead today? Our first lead change. Heading down the backstretch once again. Snakes a little bit. Breaks up the draft. Peter Lane now trying to attempt a pass on Sachs here, but it's not going to quite work. Burridge goes a little bit wide in the carousel. That's not what he wanted. As they head down the short chute again. It's like some battling right behind. Alvarez and Evelyn and Levesque are right behind. Oh, and it looks like Willie Costa has blown an engine. Slow on the racetrack right now. And it looks like his day might be done. But besides that, no other incidents since Sanchez hit the wall. And it looks like we had some pit stops. We did, and I completely missed that. My apologies. As there's Jackson Maine, Jonah Burridge, Grace Sachs, Brock Moore. They're all pitting right now, along with a bunch of other drivers. As a couple stay out here. Specifically, Peter Lane and Tyler Sustry. Someone hit the dirt back there. That was probably Costa trying to coast it back to pit road. Lane trying to hang on to his lead right now. Sustry closes in a little bit. I bet they're going to stop here this next time by. There's no way that they can stay out. And there's Costa coasting around, trying to bring it back to pit road. If he can't, there will be a caution. But it looks like he may make it back just fine. Sustry looks down to the inside right here. All over the back bumper of Lane right here, but I bet they're going to be pitting. Yes, they are. Here they come. Levester's in. Stravostova's in. Sustry is in. Neil Dick stays out. He's a lap car. Almost contact there between Riley Smith and Caleb Lane right there. Nobody else deciding to stay out, who's on the lead lap at least. So they all come into pit. Peter Lane leading the way. There's Costa. Just made it back to pit road. Thankfully. And everybody gets 4 tires, fuel, everything they need. They're going to need a quick pit stop here if they're going to try to beat Maine here. And where is Jackson Maine? Field a little bit spread out now. Looks like Burridge had a terrible pit stop as Maine and Grace Sachs 1-2 once again. Everybody's coming off a pit road here. You're going to need a good pit stop here as Maine heads into turn number 1. And he's going to easily beat out Peter Lane. But where is Lane going to slot in? he's going to slot into third. So good pit stop there by Peter Lane. He slots into third. Try. Looks like he'll take 5th place. Actually, maybe 6th place. Anton Alvarez is all over his back bumper now. And now going to try to attempt a pass here down the back stretch. Not a good exit there by Try whatsoever. Side by side here. Alvarez still side by side here with Try, and he is going to be able to get by the 55. So put Anton Alvarez into, or excuse me, not yet. Hold on. Try battles back, and he hangs on for 5th place. As Jackson Maine once again leads the way. Gray Sachs in a close but sort of distant second. Maine leads another lap. He's been very good today. No qualms about the car today. It's been very fast. That's what he needs if he wants to get into the top 30 in owners' points once again. There's Evelyn right there, who claims 30th and 10th place currently. Doing a good job himself of gaining points, at least on those who are 32nd and 33rd, if you will. And Maine once again. Well, laps don't count for points, but still very important. As Jackson Maine and Gray Sachs, they have pulled away from Peter Lane and Brock Moore here. Moore looks like he's trying to attempt to pass on Lane here. Will he be able to do so? No, he'll stay right behind the 33. There's the lap car Neil Dick making his stop. Checking if there's any sort of incidents that we missed. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Kurt Perkins had a bad pit stop. He's back into 28th position. And meanwhile, Riley Smith is currently in 18th. So if it stays like that, Smith is going to gain a huge amount of points here. There's nothing really going on right now. Pit stops are over. Everybody's getting back into a rhythm. But Sachs still looking to make a pass for the lead here. Got a possible big run down the backstretch. He peeks down to the inside. Does he have room? Yes, he does. Sachs tries it. Maine blocks him. Good block by Jackson Maine right there. They go down the short chute. Does Sachs try to pull the crossover here? Yes, he does. He moves down to the inside. We may have a lead change here, folks, as they stay side by side here. Maine has the advantage using the inside line. Does he hold on? Yes, he will. So Jackson Maine holds on. And with that little bit of a battle right there, that allows Peter Lane and Brock Moore to close in. Jonah Burridge trying to attempt to pass on Evelyn behind. Not going to work. He'll stay right behind the 15. As they're closing in on Conwell once again, the lap car. The lapper. They haven't passed him yet. He's still on the lead lap, actually, but he's going to be hoping for a caution here to just hope and pray that he can stay on the lead lap. Maybe gain some positions, but not really road course racers. Sachs tries once again, moves down to the inside. They're side by side once again into the carousel. Better entry by Sachs right there. He stays side by side with Maine. He's still side by side with Maine. But Maine will clear here. Now Sachs is going to recuperate. Try to attempt the crossover here. Does he do it again? Yes, he will. Moves down to the inside. Still side by side. Got a bit of a better run here this time. He's still side by side with Maine. This is his best opportunity to take the lead all day. And it looks like he'll be able to. Down the front stretch. And Gray Sachs will clear for the lead. So Gray Sachs put him up front. Maine falls back to third as Peter Lane got around him. Looks like Brock Moore might get around him too as they head up the S's. But it looks like Maine might hang on here. The top two starting to pull away here. Gray Sachs, Peter Lane. Neither one have ever won an RMS before, as Maine looks like he'll be able to hold on to his third place. Gets clear of Moore here, but does Moore have a run and try to attempt to pass on Maine here into the carousel? Looks like he will not. But we may have a battle here still for the lead. Peter Lane has no slouch right now. He's got a pretty fast race car right now. And he's looking for a way to get by Sachs right here, right now. Evelyn battling with Levester right behind. The 15 trying to clear the 52 as they stay side by side here. As they're about to enter the front stretch. And it looks like Levester will be able to hold on here. Yes, he will. So good job there by Samuel Levester on defense right there. Holding on to his lead. They enter the S's once again. Gray Sachs now leading. Peter Lane now in second. Maine still trying to hold on to his third place. It might not last here though. Moore's got to run. Moore might have a chance here to get third place here. A very distant third place, and he will try it. Down the backstretch, entering the carousel. That's what Sachs did to get the lead, and it's going to work. Contact between those two. And now Moore takes over third place. Maine wasn't happy about that, it seems like, as he tries to hold on to fourth place now. And he will be able to do that. Here comes Alvarez out of nowhere. Just had a sudden big run. Looked like he was going to try to make a pass on this try. But he stays right behind the 55. As we pay attention to the top two once again. It's still Gray Sachs leading the way. We still got one more round of pit stops here coming in a couple laps. As there's Evelyn trying to make a pass on Levester right here. Dive bomb. And it looks like it'll work out for Evelyn here. Or not quite entering the S's, but side by side through the S's. Aggressive move by Asher Evelyn. And it's going to work out. It works out. Great maneuver there by the 15. And now Burridge trying to do the same sus try. Looks like he's going to try to pass Maine right here. Side by side with him through the carousel. And Jackson Maine, suddenly that car doesn't look as strong as it did earlier in this race. Looks like that 79 is not as good as it was out front as it is currently in traffic. Sus try gets by Maine, and so does Alvarez. Alvarez looks like he's got a fast car right now. He gets by the 79, not the 59. Just like that. And back to the front here, Peter Lane still there, looking to take the lead away from Sachs. They head up the S's once again. And Brock Moore starting to pull away from everybody else here too. Trying to track down the leaders somewhat. And Evelyn trying to make a pass on Maine right now as well. Maine's just falling back right now. Gonna have to make an adjustment here on this next pit stop, I bet. Because that car is not handling very well in traffic right now. He's just getting passed by everybody. But Maine manages to hold on there. Peter Lane looks like he was trying to attempt to pass Sachs right there. But to no avail, he stays right behind the 11. Closing in on the lap car of Leroy Conwell, getting in the way of things right now. They head down the front stretch once again. Sachs pulls a little bit away from Peter Lane right there. Does this battle continue between Evelyn and Maine right here? I thought he was going to attempt to pass right there, but he'll stay right behind the 79 for now. Your best bet at passing here is the back straightaway and the carousel. So that's what he's probably going to try to do here. Run down the back stretch. Peter Lane might have a run here. All over the back bumper of the 11 here. Does he attempt to make a move? Does he attempt something? No, he doesn't. He'll stay right behind the 11. And Sachs goes a little bit wide off the quarter. Ugh. As Peter Lane is still there, still close to Sachs right there. He's been figuring out a way to get by Ray Sachs right now. So it looks like Caleb Blaine is on pit road once again. Alvarez heads to pit road. We got pit stops here on lap number 26. Alvarez comes in, Evelyn comes in, and it looks like those two are going to be the only ones coming in here right now. Jonah Burridge attempts to pass on Levester right here. And it looks like that might not work. But that has officially started the pit cycle once again. Going up through the S's. Conwell, lap car in the way somewhat. As Peter Lane looks for some room. He peaks down low right there, the 11. Sachs still holding on here. Moore trying to close in as well. He's looking for these guys to fight each other here. Looked like Levester was trying to make a pass on Main back there as Stravosova goes a bit wide. Almost 3 wide right there. And we'll see if anybody comes into pit road this time. Nope, not this time. Everybody stays out somewhat. Main far behind everybody else. He'll stay out. Looks like F. Jordan went in. Slower car. Decides to pit. Not sure how that will work for his strategy here. We're almost to 10 laps to go here. The race is almost over. Sachs has looked pretty speedy right now, but so has Peter Lane. Does he attempt to make a pass on the 11 here with pit stops soon? I don't think he would, but you never know. You never know, do you? And he goes a bit wide right there. Gonna lose a bit of time here to Sachs as he gripped the inside of the carousel right there. But now he's gonna try to attempt a crossover move here. He's not close enough though. He'll stay right behind the 11 of Sachs right now. And we'll see if anybody decides to pit this time by. Nope, they stay out once again. Sistri stays out. So, looks like Evelyn and Alvarez, they're on an alternate strategy, it seems like. A very alternate strategy. 11 laps to go now for Gray Sachs. Brock Moore has caught up with the top 2. He is in range. He's in possible range to the top 3. Top 4. They have never won an RMS before. Top 5, top 6, top 7. You go all the way back to Stravosova. He's won before. He's got 2 wins under his belt. So anybody could win here today pretty much. And we would get a first-time winner. 8 out of 10. As looks like Peter Lane wasn't trying to make a pass right there. Sachs still leads the way. Wayne goes a little bit wide right here. Do they pit this time by? We will see right here. Wayne loses ground on Sachs, and they stay out once again. See if any of these guys decide to pit. Nope, they stay out once again. Neil Dick's coming in. That's a lap car. Deciding to pit. And 10 laps to go here for Gray Sachs to become a first-time winner here in RMS right now. He's still got a comfortable lead over Wayne, but it's still very close. Wayne could possibly build up a run here, going down the backstretch. The top 4 are just gone currently from Maine. He's just holding down the fort right now. And it looks like Burridge might try to pass him here down the backstretch. Will it be able to work? Maine trying to hold on. It looks like he might be able to, and yes, he will. Hold on to that. Sistri trying to make a move on Moore here. Not close enough to make it. But now with 10 laps to go, do they pit this time by? Once again, they have to make another round of pit stops, and yes, they will. Here they come. The top 4 are in. Maine, does he think about staying out? I wouldn't think about doing that. No, he doesn't. Taisei Kudo does stay out, though, and so does Ronnie Martin. Tegan Fox, they stay out. They elected to stay out this time by. And so will the lap car of Caleb Lane, Jonathan Marks, and Kurt Perkins as well. On another alternate strategy this race. He hasn't really done much this race, and he's looking to try to keep the points deficit from him and Riley Smith low. Try not to allow Smith to gain a ton of points on him. And here comes everybody off of pit road. race off of pit road right there. Try beats out more, but Sachs continues. Well, not continue to lead this race, but stays in front of Peter Lane for now. And I bet these 5 goobers, they're going to come in this time by. Taisei Kudo. It's been a rough season for him. He's just looking for some nice time out front. And he will come in this time by, probably lead this lap by, I suppose. Ronnie Martin comes in, Tegan Fox, Caleb Lane, lap car stays out, Jonathan Marks and Perkins. They will also all come in to pit road. And so this will be the battle for the lead here. Gray Sachs versus Peter Lane. Kyra Sistry in a very distant second place. There's Alvarez and Evelyn. They pitted earlier in the race on an alternate strategy. And Alvarez will get around Evelyn right there, but Evelyn still on the inside right there. Here comes Sachs. They haven't completed their pit stops yet. This should be a pretty easy lead change right here for Gray Sachs. As these two are still side by side. Alvarez versus Evelyn. Both looking to finish their seasons in the top 30 in owners' points. They're in the middle of that race. Looks like Evelyn will get the upper hand here as they enter the S's. And yes, he will. He will clear Alvarez right there. As Gray Sachs continues to lead, Peter Lane trying to close in once again. Heading down the back stretch. More spread out than it was before, which I guess is to be expected. We haven't had a caution all day. Lane closes in a little bit through the carousel. All is quiet right now. It's like calm before the storm, if you will. Looks like Lane was trying to make a pass right there, but to no avail. Sachs is defending with all his might right now over Peter Lane right now. As they head down the front stretch, time is ticking away, and the laps are winding down, and we will crown ourselves the winner here at the Glen. As there's the lap car, Neil Dick heads to pit road. Looks like Davidson trying to fight with Tegan Fox right there. Moving down to the inside. Sachs still leading the way. Peter Lane still hasn't attempted to pass on the 11 here yet. But he's got to run here. He's got to run. Is it big enough? Maybe put a bit of bumper to the back of the Sachs right here. Try to attempt to get the 11 out of the way through the carousel, but he thinks better of it. But still has a big enough of a run. Does he try? No, he doesn't. He'll stay right behind the 11. Heads through the final few corners, down the front stretch. Peter Lane will not put up with this result, I bet. Got a damaged race car in the pits. Alex Davidson. Whoa, what happened here? Some big accident happened. So as I was talking about, Davidson and Tegan Fox fighting each other here for about 17th. Something happens here. Going up the S's. Davidson, ooh, and Tegan Fox, they make contact. I told you, side by side through the S's, it's a bad idea, and it all just falls apart right here. Davidson, Fox, hard into the wall. K-Meets involved in that. Ooh, another huge contact right there by Davidson. And there are cars sideways on the racetrack right there. Everybody trying to avoid, everybody going through the grass. This is dangerous right there. Tegan Fox trying to get the car back going, it seems like. And those cars were stopped for a long time. I'm surprised they did not call the caution for that. As it seems like Davidson done for the day after hard crash right there. But it seems like he's all right. And Caleb Lane also had damage here, so something must have happened to him. As the 46 goes up the hill and into the S's. Probably can't see Tegan Fox that well, all the dust. And then there's the 88 right in front of him, and he just rams into the back of Tegan Fox. And once again, I'm surprised that they didn't decide to throw a caution for that after a huge incident right there, but we stay green. And that'll be controversial right there. With just a couple laps left. As I was saying that, Peter Lane looked like he was going to try to make a pass on Sachs right there. The race is on right now. As they go up the S's once again. It's almost 5 laps to go here. They go through the dust storm that is in the S's right now. Go through the tire marks and down the back stretch. Tyler Sustry in a very distant third place right now. Maybe Lane will attempt to pass here. He's got to run. Does he try it? No, he's not close enough. Sachs goes a bit wide, though. That might give Lane a shot. It does. Lane's side by side with him. Gray Sachs and Peter Lane side by side here in the closing laps here. As Peter Lane, big run here, trying to get by the 11 and take the lead all for himself. Sachs with the advantage here, though. Going down the front stretch. Who will break? Who won't? We just got about 5 laps to go here. Sachs is trying to hold on. Lane still side by side. Someone's got to give here as they head up the S's, but nobody does. And Lane decides to back off a little bit, but still hammers the throttle down. And it looks like he may be able to get by Sachs here as they exit the S's. Down the back straightaway, Peter Lane will get clear. So put Peter Lane out front in the closing laps of this race. Oh man, what a battle between those two right there. They were fighting it out. One trying to top the other right there. And Peter Lane now has the lead with just about 5 laps to go, 4 laps to go. He's in command now. And we may go caution free in this race, so if any mechanical issues happen to Lane here, he will be victorious for the first time in his RMS career. Looks like Brock Moore attempted to pass on Alvarez here. Good pass right there. It slots him back into the top 5. As they go through the S's and now towards the backstretch. Peter Lane going to try to deal with Conwell here soon. Try to get around him. Put a barrier between him and Sachs. Just to cement his chance at victory right now. Goes a little bit wide, but Sachs goes wider. And that's not going to help either driver right there. But Sustry is in a very far away third place, so they'll be fine. Sachs looks like he attempts to make a pass right there. Now Lane tries to get around the 35 here, put him a lap down. And will he be able to do that? Yes, it seems like. Yes, it will. And now it's officially 4 laps to go, I believe. No, excuse me, 3 to go. Zach's got to figure out a way to get by Conwell quickly here if he wants a shot at victory. Figuring out a way to get by the 35 right now as they head through the S's. Peter Lane is starting to pull away here. He moves down to the inside. He attempts to make the pass. Will it be successful or not? Maybe he'll clear into entry. Closes up a little bit on him. Conwell into the back bumper. Sachs into the grass. Around. Into the tire barrier. And Gray Sachs. Hard contact there. His race is done. And that might bring out a caution. And yes, it will. The caution flag is out. And that will probably end the race under caution. And Gray Sachs gotta be not happy right now. He had that win in the bag. Trying to get around Conwell, the lap car, and it all falls apart for him. As Peter Lane will probably be victorious here today at Watkins Glen. What happened there? So you saw it live right there. The 11 just trying to get around the 35 here. This might be a better view of it. And he just, very aggressive move right here. Almost makes contact with the 35 right there. And entering the carousel, we saw Jackson Maine kind of give the bumper to the 4 a little bit ago. But this time it just doesn't work out for Conwell. Just late braking from Sachs. Conwell didn't notice it. Rams into the back of him. And Gray Sachs, not the happiest man right now. Oh, that's a terrible view. Good view from the helicopter cam. And not happy right now is Gray Sachs. Let's ride along with him. So makes the pass. Conwell finds his braking zone, but Sachs, a little bit of late braking right there. Or I guess it's Conwell. Someone braked at the wrong time right there to cause that accident. So, weird incident. That'll end this race under caution. And Peter Lane looking good right now to become a first-time winner here at Watkins Glen. As he's coming soon to the white flag. And oh, and he blows up! Wayne blows up! As we were coming to the white flag, the 33 blows up, and Peter Lane leading this race. It's over. It's over for Lane. He's done. It's over. Kyler Sistry is going to win this race. White flag is waving. Peter Lane just blew up. And we thought he couldn't lose. As Sistry pulls a rabbit out of the hat and is going to win here at Watkins Glen. What a turn of events right there. So Kyler Sistry, probably not the way he wanted to win this. He's been so competitive all throughout the season, really. Has come up so short. Been the bridesmaid, but never the bride. But the luck changes for him today. Sistry rounds the final corner under caution. It's an FPR 1-2. Kyler Sistry, Asher Evelyn. Kyler Sistry, first time victory, first time winner. That's what I meant to say. First time winner here at Watkins Glen. He wins a wild race. As Evelyn comes in second, Brock Moore third, Anton Alvarez, good fourth place. Jackson Maine ends up in fifth place after dominating the first half of this race. Samuel Levenster, solid sixth place finish for him. And Purev Shrivastava, 7th place. Taisei Kudo ends up in the top 10. After Levenster blew his engine and Gray Sachs had that incident. Mark Guerrero and Jonah Burridge, they round out your top 10. What a wild race that was. Let me tell you. So I thank you for watching this race replay, full race replay of Watkins Glen here. And I will see you next time, next race for Darlington. 5 races remain on the schedule, 5 or 6, give or take. But we are coming down to season's end here soon. So Kyler Sistry wins today, and I will see you at Darlington. Goodbye!